unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. 4 minutes no score. Every time you wanna clash, the winner's kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of start, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
We've got 2 games for you this Saturday here on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Later, the league-leading London Lions take on the Bristol Flyers. That tips off at 8 o'clock. But now, strap in as the Manchester Giants travel to the Surrey Scorchers. It's 1-1 in the series so far this season. Last time, a tense and dramatic battle was decided in the closing seconds to notch up a win for Manchester. They could do with more of the same. They're currently on a 4-game losing streak. Dan Routledge and Queen Azania Stewart have this one for you.
Thank you very much, Jeanette. Yes, Manchester really do need a win, not just to end that losing streak, but also to close the gap on Surrey Scorchers. These two teams, Azania, either side of that playoff line, when they meet, the wins count double.
Yeah, and that's a great point Jeanette makes. That last game, these two teams, it was only a 2-point game. We're definitely going to be in for a battle tonight.
Well, let's have a look at the starting fives for today's game. It's a familiar-looking lineup for the Surrey Scorchers, but what they have now is a bit more depth. Cameron Gooden is back fit and healthy. They've obviously signed Obukwelu as well to give Lloyd Gardner a few more combinations to bring off the bench. At the other end of the floor, Jamel Anderson and Callum Jones haven't played for Manchester since the 5th of January. Both are listed, both are out warming up. How much they play is a game time decision. We'll see whether they take the court as the game goes on. One guy who will certainly take the court and will certainly make an impact for the Scorchers, Andrew Lawrence.
Yeah, I picked Lawrence today because he's coming off the bench. He had 14 points against Caledonia in their last game. He's a true vet. He's doing very well, and he can get a bucket whenever he needs.
And speaking of guys who can get buckets off the bench, Evan Walsh has been fantastic this season, attacking the rim, giving them a scoring punch.
Yes, 24 huge points off of the bench. He's going to be crucial tonight, especially just to get over the hump. He needs to play well.
Well, he needs to play well, and the Manchester Giants need to play well. Lloyd Gardner will know the importance of this game. We're not far from tip-off. It'll be right after this break.
Birthday greetings. We're going to say hello to Devon, who is 10 and is celebrating his birthday with his friends from Raleigh Falcons football team. Where are you, Devon? Jump up and down and shout and wave at me. Is that you there? Okay, hope you enjoyed the game. You shouting for the Scorchers? Excellent, good man. Have a great evening. Happy birthday to you. Starting from Manchester, legend reverting. Number 4, William Lee. Number 5 is Nick Stanley. Number 24 is Mason Bussier. And number 93 is Nicholas Lewis. All right, sorry, we are moments away. We're at the business end of the season. Manchester Giants Scorchers break over the playoffs. Let's hear that from the front. Come on, guys. That's it.
Welcome back to the Sports Park, the experience. Keith Williams amongst our refereeing crew with Paul Unsworth and Tahir Akar ready to get it going. The two teams about to make their way out onto court, and a crucial game in the battle for playoff places. It's one Manchester really cannot afford to lose. They would be 4 wins behind Surrey, and Surrey would have a lead in the head-to-head. It's pretty much a must-win for Brian Simonian and his team.
Yeah, I think that's such a great point, Dan, but Manchester have had their struggles this season. I think injuries have been a huge part of, you know, the up and downs, like you said at the start, that we might see Jamal Anderson and Callum Jones, but I just think they need to get off to a good start. Surrey are going to play hard for 40 minutes.
And obviously Surrey haven't been in the playoffs for several years, and this would put them very much in the box seat. They're already kind of there, but this would give them plenty of breathing room for the last few weeks of the season. As we get things underway, it's Manchester who have the opening possession. Lewis in the corner. Lewis puts it down on the floor, kicks to the opposite side, and a perfect start for the Manchester Giants with a 3 from Stampley.
A perfect start indeed. Love that drive by Lewis and then kick out. Great start by them.
Here is Wang, out to Robinson. Jameson comes to set the screen, rolls to the basket. It goes back to Wang, deep 3 for him. But here, Wang knocking down the triple.
You can't sack off with Wang. He's been playing with such confidence. That's one player you do not help off of.
Well, you kind of think of him attacking the ring, but as you say, in recent weeks, he's been knocking that 3 down recently. Oh, Borsia with the slip. He's able to keep possession, and that's going to be a traveling violation. Lewis trying to claim he never had full control of the ball, but the whistle going against him. The other thing you don't want to do, if you're Manchester, is let Surrey get comfortable from the 3-point line early on in this building. Borsia comes away with it. Stampley trying to back his way to the basket. Nice little step through for 2.
Huge move. I like that patience down low. Shrugs off the defense and finishes with the left.
The roll to the basket by Jameson through the contact. Foul is called. He'll go to the line for a bonus free throw.
Gosh, I like that also. They must have heard me because I commentated the Caledonia game where they lost 75-84, and it was just real stagnant movement. This is what I like. Pick and roll, the big guy cutting down to the paint. That's where Surrey can be really dangerous because they've got, you know, players like Wang, Steele, and Justin Robertson who can shoot the 3, but establish Jameson down low. It just kind of opens it up.
Well, because you're so concerned of the 3-point shooting, you kind of slipped off the roller. Shot clock didn't start there after the miss there, so the referees are going to check it out and tick off a few seconds that we lost off the game clock that didn't go off the shot clock.
I think it's going to be important for Manchester to make sure that they control Surrey from the 3-point line. Wang's already hit one.
He's gone quite far back. You've got to get across the line before 16. This is going to be an 8-second violation. Ooh. Well, that was very tight. Here's Lewis's shot off the mark, and eventually Manchester come down with it. Out to Borsia for 3, and they get 3 out of it. It was nearly an 8-second violation, and they end up scoring.
Yeah, and line that one up right down the middle. Referees missed that one.
Both teams looking to heat up from the 3-point line in the early stages. Here's the roll again from Jameson, tips it in, so he gets an offensive rebound and a putback.
Great job by Jameson so far, really establishing himself down low.
Knocked away by Mohammed. Numbers here for Surrey. Steele thought about the pass, takes it for the jam instead.
Yes, Steele. We love that for him. Good energy from Surrey right here. They always bring this, especially at home. Their crowd, you know, is their 6th man.
I always think the games they win, they tend to start well.
You're right.
Chase very well, but they sure don't mind getting out in the lead in the first half. Here's Stampley. Spinning, gets it into Lewis. Extra pass, blocked, but it's a foul.
Great interior passing with the shot clock running down. Look, you can see it's on 0.
Well, let's take another look at it. You can see Robertson inside. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of arm in there from Wang. Meanwhile, at the other end, Steele unchallenged to the rim. First one is good from Robertson.
Makes the second. I like that from Roberto. Really took his time. A nice deep breath at the line. You have 10 seconds to shoot your free throw. And why not use it all?
Robinson brings it forward for Surrey. Trailing by 1 here. 3 minutes in to the opening quarter. Oh, room along the baseline from Mohammed. He sort of caught them sleeping there.
Really nice hesitation. And I like the reverse because you can use the rim to protect your shot so you don't get blocked.
Borsier for 3, knocks it down. No, long 2, just had his toe on the line there. Wang looking to find some room, kicks it out. Mohammed for 3, rims out. Lewis attacking himself, and the foul is called. Nicholas Lewis going to the line for 2.
Yeah, Lewis, big part of this Manchester team, obviously scoring-wise, had 14 points against Newcastle. But just that little hesitation and the bump. Doesn't finish it, and he knows it. Should have had that one in.
Well, Lewis, a volume shooter, I think it's fair to say, on this Manchester team. He's taken about 150 more shots than the second highest shooter on the team, which is Anderson, who's obviously been out for a while. But a lot goes through him. And that's, well, come back to Manchester again. Lewis, back front iron even. Dropped off to Bailey running the floor, blocked by Lee. Still with the Scorchers. Wang can't convert, comes all the way out to Steele. It's always off the offensive rebounds. They're the toughest threes to guard.
Yeah, they're sticking with it, fighting at the rim.
Well, they didn't get back on D very well. Shouldn't really get beat down court on a made 3.
Yeah, it's a bad transition.
Wang to the rim. They've got to the rim well here in the early stages, sorry.
Yeah, real back and forth game right now. Kind of like it this first 5 minutes, establishing inside the paint and shooting threes as well.
Borsier. Stampley. Lewis late in the shot clock. And a little slap down there from Robinson. He's called for a foul, and Lewis again going to the free throw line.
Good job by Lewis. Just baiting Robinson into that foul, that little hesitation and fake. Makes the first. I think free throws are going to be huge, especially if this game's going to be a close, tight game all the way down like it was back in December.
Well, it's being played at a pace, isn't it?
Yeah.
16-16, maybe about 16-17, 5 minutes gone. They're roundabout aiming for 120 versus 121 right now, I think. I'm sure it'll slow down at some point. Defenses will have to buckle down as Robinson gets a wide open 3 at the top.
I'm sure it's going to slow down, because wow, everyone is getting on the score sheet right now.
Laidle like to get up and down, and as you say, both teams can make threes. Lewis driving through, he's going to get called for an offensive foul here. Surrey leading Manchester 19 points to 17. 4:34 on the clock. Timeout is called. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the Sports Park, back underway. Surrey leading this one by 2. Wang. Bailey sets his feet from behind the arc, halfway down, but there's Jameson on the offensive glass to turn a miss into 2.
Now that's definitely at the top of a scouting report. You have to box out Jameson. Loves going after the offensive boards. Good job from him.
Done a good job with the second chance points so far. They've not missed too many shots, but they've still managed to turn those misses into points as well, as Lee responds at the other end.
Yeah, good first bucket. I was waiting for Lee to get going.
Steele, little hesitation now, looking to get all the way to the block. Blocked by Robertson, but there he is again, Jameson with the second points. Just effort on the glass, going after every offensive rebound and finishing as well.
Yeah, he's doing a wonderful job at finishing. I usually give him a hard time not finishing around the rim, but here, look again, gets a rebound and then goes back up. And the scream, I love it. I love the energy from him. And this is, sorry, just to interrupt you, but the block shot, I think, is a definition of not giving up. People get so hyped about the block shot, but what mostly happens is either one goes out of bounds and you get the shot, the ball back, or it comes back down to you.
Right back to you. He's gone after it today. 3 offensive rebounds, 9 points already for Saquon Jameson, who leads all scorers. His points are sort of like almost freebies because they don't run plays for him. He just goes and gets his points.
Yeah.
Stanley sticking with it and getting 2 more. He's got 9 now as well. Well, one guy they do run plays for, Quinn Cooper, was trying to get some room on the wing. Couldn't get open. The 3 ball goes up, but Manchester this time secure the rebound. Walton on the floor, gets back up. Boursier, tough shot at the top of the key and an easy defensive rebound. That's his 4th rebound of the game, his first at that end of the floor. Cooper back to Lawrence. Jameson. Bailey did well to catch that. The shot is off the mark though.
I love that shot.
No, me neither. Walsh, I love that one though. Oh, it's not in though. Tipped and still doesn't go for Lee. classic Evan Walsh there, everything but the finish though. Here's Lawrence. Transition 3 knocks it down.
Yeah, walks right into that one, and that's why I picked him. Just an absolute injection of energy off the bench, especially as he subs in for Justin Robinson.
Well, Walsh pulling a double shift. He was doing the commentary last night. I was listening to him in Newcastle.
How did he do? Has he got a talent?
Really good insight to add.
All right. Love that for him.
Here's Wang penetrating through, ripped away. And Stampley is fouled at mid-court.
Foul is scored on 22, Elliot
I'm
Bailey.
going to have to go back and listen to Walsh's commentary. This is a still good job by Stampley chasing down that ball. I think it's a lovely thing to do when you can double up. I did it last season where I played and commentated at the same time. It's nice to just have something in your back pocket, but also...
Yeah, but these guys are doing it the day before a game. You were doing it after a game.
I was doing it after a game.
Out of the shower and headphones on and ready to go.
Where do you think I got the nickname Queen Z from? That's where putting in a shift.
Indeed, as Lawton gets to the rim and laying it in for 2. High-scoring opening quarter here at the Sports Park. 50 points already on the board between them. Hand-checking foul is called on Goodwin for the shot, so it'll be a sideline ball.
I like that option for Cooper, where obviously he's known as a three-point shooter. He was 4 for 9 against Caledonia on Thursday, so you've got to run him off the line.
Lawton didn't quite get there in time for a blocking foul, and that's the 5th on the team in the quarter, so it'll be 2 free throws for Lawrence. Yeah, Cooper, I mean, that's what he does. He shoots threes, isn't it? He had a game, was it last week? He was 6 for 6 from the 3-point line. It's not happened too many times in British Basketball League history, making 6 without missing. Lawrence from the free throw line. He makes both of those. Scorchers fans enjoying the start their team has had here. 29 points already. Still a minute and some change to go in the opening quarter. Stampley open for 3. Off the mark. Here's Cooper. Catch, shoot. Those are the ones you expect the bottom of the net to ripple when he fires up like that. Walsh to the spin, working his way. Good follow again from Lawton. He's now crashing the offensive glass.
Great follow. It's great from him. Nobody boxing out really in this game.
There's not a lot of boxing out going on. Here's Lawrence trying to feed it through. Does get the pass there. And Obukwelu able to lay it in.
I like that they've picked up Obukwelu just because you just give another big body sub for Jameson.
3-pointer is good from Lee. Yeah, when Hunt went down with that injury, they're definitely thin on the ground in the big man position. Lawrence ticking it down, trying to add to this 31 points. Lawrence is going to fire up a triple, in and out, batted about, and that will do it. High scoring quarter here at the Surrey Sports Park. The Scorchers are just edging it. We'll have the second quarter after this break. back to the sports bar. Lloyd Gardner's team with 31 points in that quarter. It's only the 5th time this season they've had a 30-point quarter. And a big game, important time to do it. But Manchester not too far behind them with 28 on the board. And this one, I feel like is going to be, we always talk about it being a game of runs. I think it's the first team to put a defensive run together, to get a few defensive rebounds maybe.
And maybe a box out.
And a box out somewhere along the line.
Well, Manchester go into a zone, changing up their defense into a 2-3 zone, making it a little difficult for Surrey. They're going to have to think about it.
Well, it's always harder to get a rebound out of the zone defense, but they almost come up with one there because you're guarding it's harder to box out because you're guarding a space rather than a man, is it?
Yes, you're totally right, but maybe also just change it up. I love when I did that. It just makes the offense have to think and, you know, not have to think. They have to change it up, excuse me. Here's Walsh's blocked by Mohammed.
Steal, I think, has been
Cool.
looked
Yeah.
to me like it might have been the
Here it is.
foul.
Get it.
Mohammed's got a little thing on the arm. I think it's just a little swipe down by Josh Steele that's been called there.
But yeah, just going back to the defensive end, changing it up, sometimes it's really difficult as an offense to...
Well, you could see the first 10 seconds, they're like, oh wait,
gosh.
we need to
Yeah,
change the
something.
play.
And that's it, and
different
that's
play.
what you want to do. You want them to, one, think, two, the clock is going down. And so good for them, change it up, why not? They get the steal and they get free throws as well. Let's see what they do here. They go back to man-to-man.
Well, again, it's just something for them to think about. Space for Mohammed in the corner for 3, and he knocks it down.
Gosh, he doesn't only knock it down, he splashes it. The net goes through the hoop.
Good one, back to Walsh. There's a whistle there. Will it drop? Not quite for Stampley, who's able to draw the foul, so he will shoot 2.
Really enjoying Stampley's play.
34-30. Surrey currently leading this a minute into the second quarter. Apologies, our clock has just disappeared for a moment. We're just trying to fix it. We'll bring it right back. Stampley cuts it to a 2-point game.
I'm liking how Stampley's being very aggressive to the rim, getting exactly what he wants. Nobody's figured out how to stop him.
He's in double figures already with 11. Lawrence, little hesitation now, driving all the way to the basket. Again, the offensive rebounds of Okwelu this time, but he can't convert. Walsh trying to feed it inside. Lawrence will wrap it up. 8:21 on the clock here in the second quarter. Still a 2-point game in favor of the Scorchers. I'm guessing, as we've got almost 12 minutes in and we haven't seen Jones or Anderson, that they are not going to come into the game today.
Yeah, I don't think so. Anderson did warm up.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, Stampley goes to the basket. The way Jamel has been sort of stood behind the bench didn't give the impression he was ever coming in, did it?
Yeah, but Stampley again, that's his 13th point. Nobody's figured out how to slow that man down. There he is.
.8:10 to play here in the second quarter. Still a 2-point Surrey lead. Wang with the ball. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence almost loses it, keeps it alive. Shot clock getting low. Wang out the corner to Mohammed. He misses everything and Manchester get the ball back. Borsier spinning, kicks out Stampley thought about the three, took it from the foul line instead. Tip from Lee doesn't go. And Robinson able to come away with it. Barlow backing down, spinning. His hook is off the mark and Lee pulls it off the rim. Well, still trading scores, although it feels like the pace of the scoring might have slowed a little here in the second.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you with that, but still, I feel like the momentum is gone with Manchester, but it's a tight game.
A little fall away there from Lee off the mark. Mohammed gets his man in the air, unable to convert, but somebody slapped the backboard there, so that's going to be called for basket interference. While the ball has a chance of going in, you're not allowed to make contact with the ring, the net, or the backboard. And that was the judgment there of referee Unsworth, although Evan Walsh is not convinced.
She's having a go. He's just going to walk off. I think that's the right decision. You don't want to get frustrated or, you know, pick up a technical. You're a big part of this team. You're in this game. It's only a 2-point game.
Well, a vital game for the Manchester Giants. These are their next 4 games. Home to Caledonia, the other side of the All-Star game. Then away at Newcastle, home to Surrey again, and then home against Bristol. And you feel like they have to win here today. They're probably going to need at least a couple out of those 4 as well if they're going to start to reel in the Surrey Scorchers. And the Scorchers' next 4 fixtures: away at Bristol, away at Sheffield, away at Manchester, and away at Newcastle. It's not an easy run, is it?
There's a lot of mileage on the road, so that's really difficult. So it's important that they try and, you know, bag this home win in front of their crowd, because they've got a couple of weeks on the road, tough games.
There is Jamel Anderson, as we say. Doesn't look like he's coming into this game today. And just to give you some context on that schedule, Scorchers is 6-8 at home, but only 4-8 away from home. 4-8 is not the worst record for a team in 8th place, but more likely to lose on the road than they are here, that's for sure. But if they can sneak 1 or 2 there, they'll start thinking about the teams above them rather than the teams behind them.
Now Surrey into a little zone and they get the turnover.
Yeah, Walsh couldn't quite keep it alive. He wants to put it on the floor, doesn't want to give it to Mohammed, and that's a technical warning now from referee Keith Williams to Evan Walsh. To be fair, he's been pushing the line.
He has tiptoeing it very lightly, hasn't he?
Keith Williams has been given out technicals probably since before Evan was born, I should imagine. Keith's been around a long time in the British Basketball League. Here's Robinson for 3, in and out, but batted out by Mohammed to Lawrence. We said it earlier, those are the hardest threes to cover. Lawrence can't make them pay that time. Walsh fires up the 3. Lee on the offensive glass, and he tosses it back in for 2.
Good job from Lee. Sticking with it. Haven't seen a box out yet, Dan. I'm still waiting on it.
I think it's 9 second chance points each now. As, we get
there
one here. See, both 4 for 7.
Yep.
So very efficient in their recycling, and here's a chance for some more second chance points. Rims out from Lee, and finally a defensive rebound. Here's Robinson in the corner. That's going to be a foul on Boursier. The interesting thing on the rebounding stats there is actually how it compares the offensive rebounds of one team against the defense. It's almost 50% of all of the rebounds have been offensive. You can see they've both got 8 offensive rebounds for a combined 16. And I think it's 19 defensive rebounds. So that's close to half of the missed shots going back to the offensive team. Neither coach will be happy with that. Gooden, catch, shoot. A little short. Robertson able to get his hands on that one. Lee, hand in his face. Jameson trying to get his hands on that ball, but he can't. It'll go out of bounds for a team offensive rebound. The score's a level at 36. A timeout is called. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to the Sports Box. Amply leading the Giants with 13. His best in the British Basketball League this season is 17, which he got a couple of weeks ago, so he's building on that.
Yeah, there he is.
Likely to go past it once he gets back out on court.
Good bucket though there by Lewis. Getting low underneath the rim.
Wang up in the air, kicks out. Mohammed thought about the three. It comes round just about to Justin Robinson. It's a difficult pass. Here's Walsh looking to push. Trying to get round. Oh my goodness, what a rejection from Mohammed.
Big by Mohammed. Good timing as Walsh put that shot up.
Well, we've seen Evan Walsh
Here
countless times finish these, but Mohammed sending that one back.
Yeah, good job by Mohammed. A second line of defense, making it super difficult for Walsh to score.
Still a Manchester ball. It's into Robertson. Way too strong off the glass, but ricocheted out.
Yeah,
and
you're
will
bad.
stay with them, yeah.
Yeah, soften up on that one.
It was
A little finesse.
Yeah, it was a bit of a 15-foot shot from 5 feet, wasn't it? He threw it that hard. Oh, nice play. Oh, Lee. Oh, it did go in. I thought for a second he was going to miss from close range. But
Good out of bounds play though, baseline play. Well executed from Manchester.
Six in a row now for the Manchester Giants. To lead by 4. Travelling violation against Wang. Gets the ball back for Manchester. Just watch his feet. He's picked the ball up. A little hop, skip and a jump. Well, concerns now for Lloyd Gardner after that 31-point first quarter. Just 5 here. Here's another 2, surely, for Wang out in transition with a little double pump jam.
Nice flush. Good steal from him. Easy bucket. That's their first real transition. Get out and steal that ball. So that's good from Surrey. They chip back within 2.
Well, when you're struggling to score, those are the ones you desperately need, don't you? Just a chance to get out and run. Jameson playing point guard. Oh, great hands to steal that away. Lewis slowing it down. Well, he gave the defenders a bit of a chance there, Lewis. Wang, in the end, called for the foul, his second.
I was given a Jordan Johnson from Newcastle. You see how he just sees the defense slow and takes the hit. That's what he does a lot. He baits the defense. This was Wang's flash. Look at that. Ooh, nice and easy.
Lewis, 4 of his 6 points have come from the free throw line so far. He makes them both. Manchester shading this one by 4. Gooden round the high screen. Kicked out to Mohammed. Thought about the 3, tacks the rim instead, and it's blocked by Robertson, but there was a foul there first by William Lee.
I like this drive by Mohammed, being aggressive to the rim, put pressure on the referees. Takes his dribble here, fake, little fake, gets Lee's out of position. Takes 2 long, lean steps. Goes to the line for 2.
It's one of them where Robertson saying, just leave him, I've got him covered.
Yes.
Mohammed, though, did draw the foul. Lee has sat down, having picked up his second. .253 to go in this one. Surrey trailing by 3. It's the international window next week. There's one of our greatest ever men's basketball players for Great Britain, Dan Clark, now the general manager at Surrey.
My Olympic brother, we went to London 2012 together.
Indeed. And here's another London Olympian, Andrew Lawrence, bringing it forward. High off the glass, and there's Jameson again, tipping it home. His 4th offensive rebound. He's in double figures, 4 points.
Gosh, Jameson is locked in today, really enjoying his tenacity on the boards.
Level at 42. Lewis, long way into the shot fake. Good knocks
D.
it away. Lewis is pleading for a foul, but sorry, come the other way. Back to Gooden for 3. Jameson again, he's on his own there fighting for that rebound, but couldn't win the battle on that occasion. Just poking that away.
And sacrificing his body to get that. Dives on the ball.
Level at 42 with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Timeout called for Manchester. I always think these are really important moments in a game, in a close game, because if you think 2 minutes you could score 8 or 10 points, if you go 8-0 or 10-2 to the break, you get all of the momentum. You have what would be a big lead in the context of this game.
Yeah.
6 is the biggest advantage thus far.
Yeah, that's such a good point. You can just lock in for these last 2 minutes. Make sure that you, execute the play that coaches are drawing up, and then also the defensive end. Surrey are doing a wonderful job. Jameson getting multiple looks and possessions. So if I'm Manchester, I'm talking about that. We need to find him. We need to put a body on him. He's so aggressive. He's so strong. How about taking out his knees?
Well, these two teams battling for playoff positions. London Lions battling to win the league. They could win the league this weekend. They're in Bristol tonight. If they win that and Cheshire fail to beat Caledonia tomorrow, the Lions will have secured the title, but coach Lloyd Gardner not concerned about that end of the table. He's worried about keeping Manchester behind him. And at the minute, the score's a level at 42. That game tips off at 8 o'clock tonight. Join Azania and myself for that one.
Double.
Little double shift. Here's Robertson inside with a two-handed throwdown.
Yes, Robertson. That's the energy that Manchester need in the last 2 minutes.
Both teams with 22 points in the paint so far. Robinson around to Gooden. Lawrence late in the shot clock. Back to Gooden, fires up the three, and he knocks it down. A lot of space there for Cameron Gooden to put Surrey back ahead.
Great offense by Surrey, moving the ball, making the defense have to shift multiple times, and then executing that three-point shot. Well done, Surrey.
Oh, of course, yeah, just lost the ball for a second. Robertson on the offensive glass, picked away by Robinson, stolen right back by Lewis, but he just landed on the floor before he threw it back. A little shake of the head from him as well, as Lloyd Gardner calls for timeout. He's feeling a little frustrated at the moment, Nicholas Lewis. Last couple of whistles haven't gone his way. He trudges to the bench, I think is the best word for use. Let's see what we can see. The question is, does he get the ball away before his feet hit the ground? No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. It's the right
That's
call.
a good call by Keith.
And
And
you could see Keith's eyes on his feet the whole time. Fantastic call, well refereed.
Well, 2 more games for you tomorrow night. Leicester head down to Plymouth after their victory last night against Sheffield. Plymouth looking to bounce back from defeat against Newcastle, and then the second and third place teams in the championship going head-to-head. Cheshire against Caledonia. And remember, that game could decide the league title depending on what happens later tonight. But they'll only be concerned about their own battle, those two teams. And there's no love lost between Cheshire and Caledonia over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun game. Cheshire obviously playing fantastic basketball. Haven't taken an L yet since January through the trophy. And then Caledonia getting that win versus Surrey on Thursday night. They won that 84-75, so they're feeling good also.
And obviously they're getting Green up to speed in terms of
he looks actually really good.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he slotted right into the system, their style, didn't look out of place, didn't look nervous either. Good little pickup for Caledonia.
It was a gap they had, particularly with the Bows out injured at the moment. They need a little bit more in the backcourt.
And Whelan was out as well.
Yeah, Whelan was out. They're hoping that's a much shorter-term injury than the DeBose one. And sort of all the GB fans are hoping to see him in the international window as well. Here's Lewis. Shot clock really low here. Needs to go up from Walsh. Gets it away. Doesn't hit the rim, and that will be a shot clock violation. Well, I don't think Coach Gardner was overly happy with that, because he thought we'd got the ball, we could have run there. I think you're damned if you do and damned if you don't in that situation with the referee. If he then turns around and turns the ball over, you'll think I should have called the 24-second violation.
True. I like to play on. The team got the ball, go with it.
Good shot off the mark. Shot clock is switched off here, so Manchester can take the lead into the half-time break with a final score here of the half. Not quite the fireworks of the first quarter. Numbers have dropped a little, but it's still very much in the balance. Lewis driving quickly, getting to the rim. Is there enough time? There might be from inside his own half for Gooden, but he's off the mark, and we've reached the half in a high-scoring game here in the Surrey Sports Park. Manchester leading this one by 1. Very little separating these two teams throughout that entire first half.
Well, I told you it was going to be a heavyweight fight, and it's going to go all the way down to the wire. So free throws, boxing out are going to be important in the second half.
Well, we will break it all down right after this break.
We'll see you on the way next. Once again, thanks for joining us here at the Surrey Sports Park for what has been a Hampton Potter so far between Manchester Giants and Surrey Scorchers. 1-point game. You have been incredible in the crowds. I know we've had loads of turn camps taking place, but we still got more on the way as well. King's College Basketball Community Coaching Hub. You get involved with that still, dropping basketball sessions to help you get active in the local community. Surrey Scorchers High Performance Basketball Institute is where if you're looking to study next year. You think you've got the skills to make it as a Scorcher.
Welcome back to our coverage of the British Basketball League. Daniel Ratledge and Azania Stewart with you in this key game in battle for playoff place. And we weren't sure who was going to win at the top. We're no nearer to knowing which way this game's going to go at halftime, Azania.
Yeah, I think it's been a great battle. We saw from the first quarter scoring, both teams getting into a momentum and feeling good. And I knew this was going to come down to the very end.
Well, they were trading scores, particularly in the first quarter. High-scoring first quarter, slowed a little bit in the second. And you can see the difference in the rebounding. Surrey 17, Manchester 26. That's kind of because Manchester have got a few defensive rebounds and Surrey haven't got as many. It's been all about the offensive rebounding of both teams.
Well, Jameson's done a fantastic job on the line. He's hit the boards. He has 5 rebounds, so they need to box him out. He has 4 offense, but overall, those stats are pretty similar across the line. 55% for Surrey and 50 at the 2-point, and then both shooting just around 30% from the 3-point line. Hence why it's only a 1-point game.
Let's have a look back at the story of the first half, and it was an explosive first quarter. Azania, they had 30 points on the board before the midpoint of the opening quarter. We were seeing threes going in, seeing offensive rebounds, people getting to the rim, really high-paced style.
Well, there was Stampley. I felt he did a really good job, really establishing, or should I say stamping, his way into the key, and I thought he really got them going. Also, Walsh kind of getting into a battle with the referees. I think he just needs to let that go, play into it. Also, Lewis, some really huge buckets. But what I have liked about Surrey is just their spread across the board. Multiple guys scoring, as you see Mohammed here in the corner. We've seen everyone get on the scoring page. Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of thing with Surrey is actually they do have a lot of guys who can shoot the ball, and they have knocked it down. They've been led by Jameson, but as we said, he doesn't really need the ball.
No,
I know that sounds counterintuitive. He goes and gets the ball himself off offensive rebounds. 4 offensive rebounds. Most of his points have come off that, so everybody's happy.
Yeah, Jameson with 11 points. You're right, Mohammed with 9. Wang also. So multiple guys feeling good. They're playing as a unit. They're playing very well. Hopefully they can come out in the third and do the same.
Well, this game very much in the balance. We've got a couple of games for you to look back on right now. In a few minutes, we'll have the game from yesterday, Plymouth against Newcastle. But first, here's Surrey's game against Caledonia.
Onwas takes it away, and Onwas goes 2 for 2. And the Caledonia Gladiators have certainly got the message from head coach Gareth Murray. They take an early 4-0 lead. Welcome to the league, Emeka Obekwelu, as he gets his first bucket, a nice three-pointer in the British Basketball League.
Here he is.
Got a little bit of speed to him. Andrew Lawrence now with a deep range 3. It hits. 2 buckets in a row for Lawrence. Quade Green gets his first bucket of the British Basketball League. Outlet pass, and he knows exactly what to do to it. Paddy Wang goes coast to coast to get the bucket. Surrey would love to slow the clock down and get to that foul line. What they'd really love to do is hit threes, and that's exactly what Princeton Onwas does in the corner. Lawrence, spot up 3, buries it. 3 on the shot clock, gotta pull the trigger. Gets it to fall, what a shot by Andrew Lawrence. And here goes Caledonia. 2-on-1, and Mike Bothwell says, you know what? I don't need another assist, I'll just take the bucket.
And that ends a 12-0 run.
See what Caledonia can do here with the final 45 seconds. This time, he will not miss.
There you go, rocks it back and rocks it home.
Final seconds, and they're not going to get this one off, or will they? Yes, they will. Quick first step and just drives in there. Thought he got the bump. Nice pass. I don't even think that was intended for Alhajic. It almost looked like he was looking for Frazier Malcolm in the corner, and Alhajic said, you know what? I'll just take it. Block there. This will be an easy layup for another 2. So that's how it will finish, 84-75, as the Caledonia Gladiators came out motivated in the second half here at their home arena, PlaySport Arena.
Johnson calls for the screen from Defoe, looking to go baseline. Great pass, and Larry Austin finishes. As Levi's hook shot is good.
Tough shot there by Levi.
Momentum with Plymouth City Patriots right now. Locked up and thrown down. Wiley jams it in. And again, it's stolen away by Plymouth. Oh, stolen back by Newcastle, though. And Larry Austin puts it in and count it.
That is what he does. He's a nuisance on the defensive end.
Rolling to the basket. Dangakoda, great pass into Wiley, who jams it in. Delpesh with the hammer. Johnson has to go to work here. And he puts it up. He puts it in. And count it. Plymouth led by as many as 8 points in the first quarter. Right now is a 3-point lead for Newcastle, but it's stolen by Plymouth. 3 ball on the way. Drains it. Here's Johnson, round the back pass. This is a bread and butter shot for Darius Defoe. And good ball movement from Plymouth, but it's stolen away by Austin.
Uh-oh.
Austin going downhill to the basket, scoops it up and in. Screen from Atwood, another screen from Levi. Deep three from Dusha. Oh, he knocks it down.
Can't fall asleep on LVC Dusha. He does have unlimited range out there.
Coming off the screen, nowhere to go. Finds Copeland for three. Knocks it down, Cam Copeland. Nice pass, and Dangakodo finishes. Green's three is off. Johnson out to Whitfield in the corner. He knocks it down. Off the back iron. Spencer Levi, what a pass!
What a dive!
And he gets it to go for two. Incredible. McGill splits the defense. Great move. And Ricky McGill is cooking. Shot clock down to 5. Johnson dancing his way through and count it. And what a dagger that is. Screen comes from Defoe. McGill looking to drive inside. Floats it up, floats it in. And he caps off what has been a perfect game for him. Newcastle Eagles have come out on top in this one. It was a close game through 3 quarters, but Newcastle Eagles have really come alive in the 4th quarter.
Welcome back to our coverage of the British Basketball League here. The first of a double-header today coming up at 8 o'clock on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Bristol Flyers taking on the London Lions. But right now, we have the Manchester Giants at the Surrey Scorchers, and this one very much in the balance through the first 20 minutes. And one of the guys who really helped Manchester in that first half, we talked about their absentees, but one guy who really was a plus on the court, Nick Stampley in the first half.
Yeah, 13 points, 5 from 9 from the floor. There it is, and 4 rebounds to go with that 1 assist. Really was dominant. I felt like he found his mismatch, but also the patience, the poise to finish around the rim, attacking multiple times, but really taking his advantage. Most of these scores are on whack.
Well, that's the thing. He's felt like he's got a matchup that he can take advantage of whenever he wants. As you saw from those replays, that it was all about going to the basket and using his size.
Yeah, and I think obviously where Wang is so fast, but he does give up on the strength side that Stampley does have. So I've really enjoyed his first half, but the third quarter for me, for both of these teams, is so important. You want to start well, you want to get into a good offensive flow and get yourself in the rhythm.
Well, I know watching these two teams that this is usually the quarter that both sets of fans kind of fear, because there's been many a game this season where things have gone awry in the third quarter, whether it stacks up or whether it's just psychological scarring, I'm not quite sure, but a chance for both of them to really put their stamp on this game and get things going.
Well, I really liked how Surrey started the game. All 5 players touched the ball. They had the pick and roll movement, made Manchester have to, move. There we go. That's a nice shot. It's half term, isn't it? So why not come down to the Surrey Sports Park and watch the Scorchers?
Well, they've been enjoying it so far. They'll enjoy it more if their team can get a bit of a lead. There's usually some drama at some point here at the Sports Park. Here's Steele looking for 3 on the opening play. It's a good look, but he can't knock it down. Borsier around the high screen. Up in the air, out to Lewis. Thought about the 3, goes to the mid-range instead. And
comes down with it. Yeah. Taps it to himself.
His 6th rebound of the game. Only William Lee has more than that. Mohammed backing down, a little reach in, or maybe a bump from Borsier. It's called. It would be a sideline ball.
Yeah, Borsier did a good job. Just don't put your hands in the cookie jar, as we would say. Use the body, the strength that he was doing so far.
Well, who is guarding Josh Steele? He's wide open in the corner. Not done very well there for an open shot, and the referees have had a little think about it. To hear Akar say, no, I got that wrong. Actually, it is a Surrey ball, my mistake. Let's see if they do a better job guarding this time around. Steele still looks open.
To a 2-3 zone now, Manchester. Gets his pocket picked, he does.
Well, I'm not sure if that was Lee on the transition for the jam. It was more about Surrey's offense than Manchester's defense, as Lewis steals another one away. Behind the back, Lewis to the rim. Everything but the finish.
Gosh, he's got to finish that.
Robinson out to Wang. Oh, it's another one that Steele would want back, and Jameson too. Well, we've had some 10-pound moves and some 50p finishes here, haven't we?
Here we go. Here's the steal. Good job from Lewis, and then sticking with it. But this is where he's got to. Oh, this was the dunk. Excuse me. I thought this was where he was trying to finish it. But good job from Lee. Puts it on plate for him.
There's another turnover. Neither team can hang on to the ball right now. And a missed alley-oop. And Robertin cherry picking there for an easy jam.
Gosh, turnovers. And we spoke about that third quarter.
Yeah. Well, they're both having a meltdown at the minute, aren't they?
So
with the
just both do it.
It's a 5-point Manchester lead because they've got 4 in a row. Lee skying for the rebound. Biggest lead in the contest for either team with 6 to Surrey in the first half. Robertin backing down, getting round. Oh, and he blows a layup. Second time he throws it down.
Yeah, with authority, needed to put the defense and the ball in the rim.
Timeout called by Coach Lloyd Gardner with the first 6 points of the second half going against him. And his team need a response here. turnovers as much as anything else. And
but I think both teams are being sloppy with the ball.
Yeah.
But what we are seeing with Manchester is even when they are turning over, they are executing on the offensive end. Both teams, I think, need to clean it up. Surrey doesn't need to hit the panic button because, you know, they're still in this game, but they do need to clean up finishing around the rim.
they need something here. They haven't quite. It's almost like Lloyd would be saying, all right, let's start again now. Let's wipe out the last 2.5 minutes and go again, because his team have just not come out of the locker room at all.
Tell his team, let's go and get it together. They've got to answer here. He's going to put in. But here's the. He missed it, and he loses his hairband, hits him on the head, and then says, "You know what? Forget this. I'm putting the ball in the rim." It's a good job by Robertin.
Not only is he called a timeout, he's shuffled his pack as well. Coming out of that, Cooper on the court. We haven't really seen much of Quinn Cooper. Played just 5 minutes in the first half. He only got that one shot, transition three. He didn't knock it down. But he is a guy, when you need instant offense, he can provide it. They could do with some right now, Surrey. Robinson went through the hands of Cooper. Late shot clock. Mohammed backs out for three. That's not a great offense either, is it? Really, out of a timeout.
No. Oh, that's a real difficult shot. Step back three. There it is, a 6-0 run. Last 2 minutes. So Surrey need to get this stopped, but right now, Manchester feeling good.
Well, they haven't really done anything to get a 6-0 run, have they? That foul goes against Robinson, who thought he got the ball. The referee had a different view.
Let's have a look. We get pleasure to see it twice. It is all ball. I'm going to give it all ball, no?
Yeah, I think you're right there. That's unfortunate.
I think it's just a bad angle for the referee to see. He sees the slap down. And that's a foul. That one's the frustration one from the first one. So I wonder how long you keep Justin in. Maybe let him cool off and put in Lauren. Oh, there it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just be a coach as well.
Yeah, he's got 2 in quick succession, 3 in total. So he sits down on that. He's frustrated. Lawrence in for him. Here's Lewis, long 2, back iron. I didn't think anybody was going to go for the rebound there. Oh, still looking for their first score of the second half. Steele, back out to Lawrence. Steele, mid-range shot, back iron. Lewis, being led to the basket, comes back the other way, tough shot, doesn't go. And Stanley couldn't quite get on the rebound.
Got numbers, why don't they?
Yeah, 5-on-4 attack. Bailey fires up, they needed that first score of the second half. And it's a 3 for Surrey.
And they took a really long time to get that first bucket. If they were going to get it, it was when they had a 5-on-4, has his feet set. Good job, splashes it home.
Oh, he's not the first guy you think of when you're thinking of Surrey hitting threes, but he can knock them down. Boursier penetrates, kicks out to Lewis. Right to the rim, almost no resistance at all there.
Good job from Lewis. I like his poise just with the ball. We see what the defense gives him.
Steal from behind the arc, and 2 threes in quick succession for Surrey.
Okay, back to a 3-point shootout. Must be getting ready for the All-Star game coming up in March.
They certainly needed those threes, that's for sure. They could do with the money ball as well, to be honest with you. It's foul called on Lawrence as Lewis went to go past him. Well, Lewis on that previous play, it's almost like he was running layup line. Look, there's no resistance at all.
But you see that little mini fake to just get Jameson to second guess and go back to his...
And what would your coach say if you did that, Nathaniel, if that was you playing defense?
No, I'm going for the block.
Come have a seat next to me,
Yeah,
probably. It's Steele trying to force that one home. He will go to the line for 2. Well, it was a good start by Manchester, but they only lead by 3 here. Timeout call. We'll be right back.
Scorchers as loud as they can, and then this side shout basketball. Sorry, what am I saying? What am I talking about?
Welcome back to the Sports Park. Surrey got off to a slow start here in the third quarter, but a couple of three-pointers have got them right back up alongside the Manchester Giants. And 2 free throws for Josh Steele. Well, I was about to say had the potential to make it a 1-point game, but he can only make it 2 now, having missed the first.
Lovely.
Oh, he's missed them both.
Yeah. That was a lovely camera shot, that's why I said not to the shot.
Yeah.
Nice beam up from the shoes, and then he misses it. Gosh.
5 of 8 from free throw line. Borsier in a terrible spot. Lawrence off pushing the floor. Lawton chasing him back, and he denies him. And that goes out of bounds for a Manchester. Well, is it? I thought that was a Manchester ball in real time. Let's see what the referees come up with. No, they're going to give it to Surrey. Let's have a look. Lawrence is denied originally.
Oh, he shot it with the wrong hand. That's why he got blocked. You gotta shoot it with the left to protect the ball. Get the ball in. Plenty of time. They don't need to rush.
Well, Lawrence is wide open. You might as well take that because he's going to make those all day. We're level at 54. Sorry. Slow starting, but they've made 3 threes for their 9 points. And that is why the scores are back level. It's almost stolen away by Lawrence. Lewis. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. Well,
God, not happy about that, but I think he did get it off in time.
It's very close. Foul is called. Oh, there's a technical foul. Evan Walsh has been called for a technical. I think he had his head in his hands in disbelief at the call, and he obviously did get a warning earlier on in the game, so he's been called for a technical.
Well, he was already on the naughty step, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on the naughty
Come on,
step.
Evan Walsh tiptoeing the line, and the referees, they don't forget.
Well, Keith forgets nothing, that's for sure. Ooh, missed free
it.
throw there for Quinn Cooper.
Here we go.
Let's see if this one did get off in time. No. No, that's a late. You can see why. You can actually see Lloyd in the background doing the signal for a shot clock violation, but it wasn't called, and that won't make him feel any better.
He's sad, and he needs a cup of tea and a biscuit, because these Surrey Scorchers just absolutely stressing him out every week. But they're in the game. It's only a 1-point game, a lot of time, but what they do need to do is just lock Manchester up on the defensive end.
Well, they come up with the ball here, sorry. It's going to be an offensive foul there. Lawrence right down the middle. Defender taking the charge.
Yep. Good job, Orsier.
Chest to chest, pretty easy call for the official. But yeah, I suppose both of these teams, we were talking about Lloyd and Surrey, but actually with both of these teams, the highs and the lows are
Really
the
dramatic.
highs, yeah, really dramatic, and therefore it must be stressful going through that. I don't know if either of them have a heart rate monitor on the old watch or anything, but I bet you it goes up and down with the ebbs and flows of the game.
Especially Manchester, obviously 7 and 19 in the regular season, just struggle. They're up 1.
Well, they're up 3 now, yes. Lewis with the fall away. Bailey looking for another 3 and finding it again, splashing a couple here in the third.
3-point line being very friendly and keeping Surrey in this game.
Walsh trying to force his way through. It comes down to Lewis, he can't convert. And Walsh gets called for the foul on the rebound.
That's the bucket that Lewis needs to make, because then you get this frustration call that happens to Evan Walsh. Now he's just got to strut the length of the court here. Here's the 3-point shot, splashes it in. And then look, does a good job. Little turnaround jumper.
Well, that'll foul on Walsh over the limit for the quarter. Ooh. He's going to break the free throw line there. Looked like he was hopping forward slightly. Abukwelu. He makes both of them. Surrey up 2 here. 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Orsier, 2 feet in the paint. In and out and back in again. There's a delay of game warning there for Manchester. Somebody slapped the ball away. Once the ball goes through the basket, the team that scored has to leave it alone. You're not allowed to make contact with it. You can see slightly friendly bounce, and it's Lawton who pokes it away. So you get 1 warning, and the second time you do it, you get a technical foul. Cooper can't knock down the 3. Lawton with the rebound, and he was too busy looking at the referee. He almost lost the ball. Bailey came and tried to take it off him. Lewis loses the dribble. It's a rugby scrum
flying.
Lawrence.
Foul. Easy.
Well, that counted as 3 shots. I think they're going to give him 3 shots for that. Cooper felt the foul coming and threw it up. And he's going to get 3 free throws for it. Well, let's have another look. Stampley comes out. Well, I think that might be slightly generous there. It's once he's picked the ball up into his shooting motion, then it is 3 shots. But that's what's been given. We're tied at 60. Coming up very soon, we've got the All-Star game.
A high level of concentration, advanced physical skills, and a deep knowledge of strategy.
It's also an unbeatable fun.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nothing beats unbeatable basketball.
Get it, boys.
Nothing beats high-flying dunks. Nothing beats three-pointer from deep. Wow! Woo. Nice. Nothing beats selecting your favourite players from the north and south. Nothing beats the best basketball entertainment. Watching the UK's best ballers. The sickest skills in the UK. It's the All-Star Game, baby. Unbeatable All-Stars. March 17th, London Copperbox. Woo!
We're a month away from that, Azania. Did you get your vote in? Are you allowed to vote? I'm not sure. Were you allowed to vote?
Yeah.
You got your vote in.
Who would know?
Hey?
Who would know? If
Oh,
I
that's a
voted
good
or not?
point.
You know
Good
what I mean?
point.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. You
Yeah.
just set up a random
I
burner.
did, but I was annoyed with myself because you could save it, what you voted, and I can't remember what I did.
Oh,
So I
that's how
didn't-
to get out.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
didn't save it. I remembered a couple, but I've been getting some slack. I don't know if you've seen these memes about me talking about,
Really?
you know, supporting London. And
You picked 5 London players, did you?
well, close to it. No. But what's even funner, in the All-Star, I will be in the building, and I'll be...
Doing the skills?
no,
Are,
far from
are
it.
we setting up you against Quinn Cooper?
No.
3-point shooting
Awful
contest?
idea. But I'm talking about the...
Sabrina and Steph are doing a 3-point shooting
and
contest.
Sabrina's shooting from the NBA line,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
FYI.
Yeah?
No, I'm doing the South team, and Drew Lasker will be doing the North.
Okay.
So I'm just going to wind up everything. I think there's going to be loads of memes.
So you'll be getting all the insider gossip from the bench, is that-
Yes,
is that it?
I'm the
Nice, looking
reporter.
forward to that. As Stampley forces his way in there for another 2. He's up to 15, as I said. A couple of weeks ago, he had his season high at 17. Lawrence. Back to Cooper, fires up the 3, and that's the thing with Cooper. You let him go from the free throw line, and suddenly the 3-point line's looking even better.
Gosh. But he had the defense right under his chin and let that one go. Now they're up.
Boy, is a professional shooter. It's what he does. Can't let him get a sniff of it.
Great defensive stop, Surrey. Nice little momentum push here.
Manchester had all the momentum at the start of this quarter, but Surrey seemed to have it as we approach the end.
Yeah, and then weathered the storm.
Lawrence attacks. Oh, it's stolen away. Walsh pushing. 2-on-1. Lewis again. He's almost slowing down, trying to see, can I get a 3-point play
Yeah.
out of this?
Good job, Manchester answering right back.
Lawrence bumped by Borse here. That's going to be 2 free throws. Those are the ones that you really don't want to commit because of the
bonus,
punishment.
yeah.
His 3rd as well, so he will sit down. Just he and Lawton on 3 as far as Manchester are concerned. Robinson the other way. In and out. So Manchester with a chance to finish off this quarter. Lewis, last couple of seconds, gets it away. Lawton foul with a second to go, draws the foul and will go to the line.
Surrey just weren't disciplined. Last couple of dying seconds. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Chance to make it. Oh, there's a little bit of chatter going on the court. Bailey and Lee, I think, were the initial discussion, but one or two others decided to come over and join in. Well, Lawton has a chance to make it a one-point game here with 9/10 of a second left in this third quarter. Can't make the first. Still trying to sort our clock out. We'll bring it back as soon as we can. There's only 0.9 of a second left in this quarter. Lawton misses them both, and that will do it. This one still very much in the balance through three quarters here at the Sports Quarter Park. We will have the fourth quarter right after this break.
Surrey Scorchers. Let's see if you can come down. If you haven't got a vote, this is totally the wrong time to walk now. All right, I think we should get going, all right? What are you thinking, yeah? All right, so our first participants in the front. In 3, 2, 1, check those stats. Oh my word. Wow, I didn't expect it to go to colours. All right, once you've shut that down, let someone else step up. Let's have a look at which stuff is closest tonight. All right. Oh, you guys are the longest throw I've ever seen. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the closest stuff? Oh, our official man with his official laptop with the official result tonight. What numbers do we have? Number 216. The winner is Lisa Brands. A massive congrats to Lisa. Lisa, you're a winner. Don't take the drink. Lisa, you're a winner tonight. How do you feel? I want you to check it out. I'm going to let you go back because I think it could be a problem with health and safety if you hear any yelling. So, Lisa Brands, your winner tonight. It is a children's game, but it is I suppose. All right, we're just ready to get back with it. Let's see them. Scorchers fans.
Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park, where the Scorchers lead by a basket with 10 minutes to play here in this crucial game in terms of the battle for playoff places. Surrey have room for manoeuvre, but a win here puts pressure on the likes of Bristol and Sheffield above them and gives them big distance to Manchester. Manchester really have to beat Surrey in these last two meetings between them. So they've got to find a way to overturn this deficit in the fourth. Here's a guy who did a lot of scoring in the first half, trying to add to his tally. Lee with the rebound, gets his man in the air, can't finish though, and Bailey with the rebound. Numbers here, Lee's on the floor. Lawrence for 3, and he doubles Surrey lead.
Back up. And that's why I did pick him to watch at the start of the game. Just absolutely coming up with great possessions for Surrey.
19 points for him, closing in on a double-double with his 9 assists as Lawton in close. There's just a damp patch on the floor that the referee is going to get sorted. Well, this is the way you start the fourth, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not the first time that he's walked right into a quick three this game.
Lawrence on the pick and roll. Here's Cooper again. Knocks down another one. And the worst mistake they made was sending him to the free throw line and getting him, seeing the ball go through the net.
That's a tough shot. Yet again, Walsh right up under him, and just in rhythm, gets his feet set. Beautiful. Here's Lewis.
Thinking about getting those 3 back, but turned it down. Now he will shoot it. Oh, gosh. What a shot from Nicholas Lewis.
Going back and forth. We've seen this multiple times today in this game where we're just having a straight out 3-point contest.
Well, the fourth has started much like the first. Now again, the pick and roll, we haven't really seen that since the first quarter, have we?
We haven't.
Coelho on the end of it that time. It was Jameson in the first quarter. That pass had too much zip on it. And it's gone back to Surrey.
I think Lewis could have given the ball a bit quicker. Look at this. Nice little fake.
This is what he does. Once he's caught it, it's too late. The ball's going up.
You're right. Too late. And here's the answer right back. Gosh. 6-point game. Sorry. There's a little cushion, but 8 minutes is a long time.
Jameson this time rolling. It's out to Cooper. Absolutely wide open. Only one outcome there.
Screams it down. You cannot lose him anytime in the offense.
Well, he's got 12 points, and they've all come in the last sort of 4 or 5 minutes of play.
Good job. He's been solid for Manchester today.
Ties his British Basketball League career high with 17 there. Here's Wang. Looking to drive himself, drops it back to Jameson. Nice pass, no finish. Jameson gets the rebound. And traveling violation as Lawrence didn't quite get the ball down in time.
Gosh, let's have a look. He said he got the ball down. You've got an extra.
Both feet moved before the ball went down.
You've got to throw it down. Good minutes though from Andrew Lawrence.
He sits down for now with 3 minutes gone in the fourth. Lewis, inside block by Bailey. Manchester ball from the end.
Defense from Bailey. He's played some good minutes for Surrey today.
Yeah, he has.
Any shots, good defense. On the floor.
Good, and with a little slap down at the ball as Lewis passed it off. Well, what you don't want to do is get too early into foul situation. Lewis, long 2, rebounded by Wang.
We haven't seen Wang in the game for a while, have we? Yes, Jameson.
Nice. Jameson underneath lays it in. It's a 9-point lead for Surrey. And that is their biggest of the game.
And Manchester just losing Jameson under the rim. Wang finds him. Manchester have to answer.
Lee trying to answer with a 3, doesn't get it. Important moments in this game right now. Surrey trying to win it here. Take the drama out of it, get it done before the end. Wang throws up a prayer. Lee with the rebound.
Manchester need to go.
They were a little slow there, but they somehow end up with an open layup anyway.
Gosh.
Wow. Surrey had an opportunity to make it a double-figure lead, but it's down to 7. Wang's going to try and make it 10. rims out. Kept in play just about.
Good job by Manchester.
Lewis. A lot of touches for Lewis at the minute. His shot is short. How many shots has he taken now? 18. Nice drive, but Wang can't finish.
Yeah, both of these teams just waiting for that timeout to come. Tired bodies, people aren't even making it over half court.
Here's Lee. Fires up a triple, knocks it down. They needed that, Manchester.
Yeah, had enough time to line that one up. Manchester, here they come again.
14 and 11 now for William Lee. We're inside the final 5 minutes. 4 points separating the teams. Here's Cooper, space for three again. Well, he's missed that one. That's the surprise, isn't it, when it doesn't go in? Lewis, out to Lee. Roberta wants it down low. Lee up in the air, out to Lewis. Deep one, off the rim. Wang with the rebound. Manchester the last 5 points. Surrey trying to do something about that. Wang steps underneath, probably made that more difficult than he needed to. Borsier for the triple. Doesn't go. Gooden. He takes the contact. He will go to the free throw line. 3:47 to go. You said they all look a little tired. They're going to get a timeout so they can have a breather. We're going to take one as well. We'll be right back after this break.
The whole of Surrey Sports Park are going to go absolutely crazy. Rollins, who's going to win tonight? I'd like to say the Scorchers. Surrey Scorchers! 3:47 to go, Surrey Sports Park. You need to make your voices count in these last 3.5 minutes. Manchester fans, keep making loads of noise for your team. Scorcher fans, keep making loads of noise for your team. Do not.
Welcome back to Guildford, where William Lee has 14 points and 13 rebounds for the Manchester Giants. But can they get themselves over the line and claim a win they desperately need? Gooden at the free throw line, trying to stretch Surrey's lead, but he misses the front end. Well, Jordan Hunt watching on. Obviously his season prematurely ended by injury, but he's rehabbing here and he's hoping his team could get a win today to boost their playoff places.
It's a free throw count.
So we've missed a lot, haven't they?
Yep.
7. Walsh onto the spin. Not quite. Sorry, you feel we're going to try and milk the clock here. 3.5 minutes away, up 5. Should be in no rush. Good for 3. Got caught on the land. Walsh underneath him. He's going to shoot 3.
Well, I mean this for both sides here. When it rains, it pours, meaning Walsh just been struggling today, just out of rhythm here, fighting over, doesn't let the shooter land. And then Surrey doing a good job shooting their 3-point shots and getting all the way to the line.
Well, that one wiped its feet, but dropped. 4 fouls now on Walsh on that last one.
Well, we've seen Gardner at points needing a cup of tea. I think Evan Walsh also might need a tea and biscuits today because he's just lost his mind.
Herbal, probably.
Herbal, yeah, with a bit of honey, because honey, he's just mentally gone. And he's going to have to figure out, he's let the referees get to him, and it's just absolutely killed his momentum, his confidence. And he's just gone back and forth with the referees, and overall it just hasn't helped him this evening. He's only got 2 points, 0 from 9 on the floor. Those points come from the free throw line.
3 minutes to play here. Manchester needs some offense. They can't really afford empty trips now at this stage, but they get one here as... Oh, I thought for a second they almost got it back. Surrey with an important stop and a chance for the first time in the game to open a double-figure lead. Lawrence, 6 on the shot clock. Mohammed,
gotta get it up.
Yeah, going down a blind alley, fires it away, misses everything, and that will be a shot clock violation. So Manchester get an important stop, but they now need scores to go with it.
Big stop, still enough time, 2 minutes, 19 seconds, it's a lot. They've got to go quick.
They must score every trip, really, down 8. The only way to win is to score every time down. Lewis kicked out. Stampley for 3. Front iron. Cooper. And then it should be in no rush here, Surrey. Let's cycle it back out. That's better. Wang slipping, loses the ball. Lewis. Reach round from Lawrence. They've got fouls to give, so it's not the end of the world that they weren't back on defense. It'll give them a chance to set up, but it does obviously stop the clock.
1:46 to go.
Sure why he's doing that, Wang. You don't want to get to the foul situation where you're giving them free throws. You want that clock ticking as much as you can. It's Robertson who's being substituted out. Lewis, pick and pop with Lee. Back to Boursier. That's a terrible pass. Lewis has it, deep 3, has to go in. It does go in off the glass. Well, it was a bit of a scramble, but Manchester got the points they needed.
Bank is still open. After 6, here we go. An emergency, was nearly turned over here, sticks with it, takes his time. Gosh, left the door still open, Dan, there's still enough time.
And they left the bank open as well because he's hit the three. And it's 84-79. Some debate as to whether Manchester deflected the ball away there. They obviously got a warning earlier in the game, so if they had deflected it away, it would be a technical against whoever did deflect it away. Referees.
I thought they were just seeing how much time was on the clock potentially after that, but you're right.
Yeah, it's been decided it isn't a delay of game. So it'll be a Surrey ball. They'd rather have a free throw and then get the ball back, that's for sure. Giants with the full court pressure. Surrey just need to run the clock a little bit, get a good shot at the end of it. Can't afford another turnover here. Wang. Shot clock down to 6. Back to Wang. Needs to go up here. Wang fires the three. Jameson again on the offensive glass. He's been doing it all game. And if they do win the game, it'll be his offensive rebounding that's been a big part of this one.
Huge. They get the one shot and you think they're done, but Jameson saves the day again. Look at this. Wang has to get the ball up with the clock running down and he just soars up in the air. Good job, Jameson.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nightmare, really. The offense wasn't great, but the defense not coming up with the ball is even worse. Manchester, and got to worry about both ends of the floor.
Said they need to score, they get the bank shot.
Yeah. They need to get the ball back first. That's the problem. They're drawn up a play, but what they need is the ball back without Surrey adding any points to their tally. If you're down 5 and you have the ball with a minute to go, it's a completely different game to down 7 or 8. Mohammed trying to get it to Lawrence. It's a poke from Walsh and didn't need that, and that's going to be the end of his game. He's not realised yet, but that's going to be his
5th.
Oh no, it's his 4th. Write him down as 4, but that's in the book as his 4th. The referee's now at the table just checking that. I think they're trying to confirm that at the table. No, thumbs up, so it must be the 4th in the book. That's what matters. So a new 14 seconds for Surrey. Lawrence off the back of the iron. So Manchester get the stop, but they need a quick score here. Can't take too long. 3 or 2 is less important than the time. Here's Lewis with the lane to the basket. Under pressure, tipped in. Great work from Stampley to force it home.
Good job by Stampley. Gives them still a chance. They've got to get the ball over.
Ooh, Mohammed's in trouble. Oh, and Lewis is called for the foul. Well, that was one of them where he was in a really awkward spot there.
Yeah, he had the had him on that side of the court and right there by the sideline, which I always call like an invisible defender.
It's that putback. Stanley just forcing that home. But now needs one of these two. Mohammed makes the first. That's the most important because now you have a 2-shot lead and only 31 seconds to play. He makes them both. So Manchester are going to call a timeout here, draw up a play, and a chance to advance the ball into the front court. Surrey here on the brink of a hugely important victory. They're going to need a quick score here, Manchester.
Quick score, and then maybe a full court press or try and trap it.
Yeah, they nearly turned it over on the last play, didn't they? Sorry. Most important thing here is time, isn't it? It's not about whether it's a 3 would be really nice, but a 2 in 2 seconds is better than a 3 in 14 seconds.
Like how you said that. It would be really nice. But Surrey, I think, just need to stay locked in. Can't afford to turn over the ball. I would rather a 5-second count. But Manchester still pushing, trying to get this win.
Advance the ball into the front court at this stage of the game. So 14 on the shot clock, but as I say, they won't want to use too much of that. Borsier it is whose job it is to get it in play. Looks like they're running Lewis off some screens here, maybe to get open. Right, it's the other way. Lewis was screening Lee. Lewis gets it. Lewis shaking and baking, trying to get a 3 off. They're taking a long time here. And they get 2. They lost a lot of time out of that, but they got the score at the end of it. There's still 20 seconds to go. Lloyd Gardner with a timeout here. And it's a 3-point game. The interesting question here is whether Lloyd advances the ball or not. Obviously, if you take it in the backcourt, the shot clock is off because there's less than 24 seconds to go. If you take it in the front court, you've got 14 seconds on the shot clock. But you're thinking if we turn it over, they've got 60 feet to run rather than 6 feet to run.
So what are you saying?
I'd go front court because the foul's coming either way. They're going to foul you either way, so I'd go front court. But the advantage of it being in the backcourt, of course, is a basket's been made, so you can run the baseline if you get in trouble passing the ball in.
Not many people do that, though.
No, they forget about it.
That you have that choice to make it a little bit easier.
This is the first of 2 games tonight, and the other one coming up at 8 o'clock. Bristol Flyers taking on the London Lions. Lions trying to seal the title this weekend. Need a win and a little help tomorrow. Well, they do advance the ball to the front court, so the shot clock will nominally be on, but Manchester will be in foul mode. First job for Andrew Lawrence is to find a teammate, preferably a good free throw shooter. Steele or Cooper would be the obvious ones. Cooper gets wide open. They need to foul. What are they waiting for? Well, they lost a few seconds there, Manchester. And Cooper will go to the free throw line. Cooper's a 90% free throw shooter. He did miss one earlier in the game, but he again he only needs one. He misses the first. I'm just reading facts, Zania. It's not my fault he missed.
Sorry, I slapped you, didn't I?
It's all right. Makes the second.
There
That's
you
the
go.
important thing. Manchester, do they have another timeout, or is that just a substitution? It is a timeout. So again, they will draw up a play. With 17 seconds to go.
Definitely have us right to the very end. The coach. Score foul.
Quick score is the important bit of information in all of that, because obviously he's just missed a free throw.
Yep.
So 2 gets you into a situation where you're only down 3. Obviously 3 cuts it to 1, and then you're in an even better spot, but time is the key. Ball again advancing to the front court. Boursier to inbound. Walsh coming round the screen, so to Lewis. It's into Walsh, back to Boursier, straight line to the basket, goes underneath, perfect play, the quick score, cuts it to 2.
Wonderful layup.
Surrey need to get it in. It's into Lawrence, and Lawrence is immediately fouled. And Andrew Lawrence will go to the free throw line, shooting 81% from the line this season.
Damn, this might been the longest 2 minutes
Yeah.
of the game. But look at here, good.
Just lost him on the inbound,
Yeah.
Lawrence, didn't he?
Good job, and he uses the reverse so Jameson can't block the shot. Tough finish.
Lawrence makes the first one. That's the most important one, because if you miss the second, at least it's a live ball. And with Jameson there, you might get an offensive rebound.
Yep.
But he needs this to make it a 2-possession game with 12.8 seconds to go. He makes them both, calm as you like. No more timeouts. Manchester are going to have to freewheel. Again, they need a quick score. Lewis has it. Needs to go quick. He's taking time. Oh, gets it away. Rebound, Manchester have it back. There's not enough time though. Boursier heaves up, and that will do it. Surrey Scorchers with a vital victory. That has really given them a big lead in their race for a playoff place. They've knocked off the Manchester Giants by 89 points to 85. Well, it was a tight game all the way through, but Surrey just able to see themselves home.
They did, and it came down to those last couple of plays and real great coaching and figuring it out. But Surrey, I felt like they just managed to get some stops that they needed. Jameson was big. Mohammed, a good all-round game, but this was a fight for sure. We spoke about it, that this was going to go back and forth.
A couple of big double-doubles out of there. Who was your player of the game, Azania?
Well, I'm going to go with Jameson, that man there, number 5, clap to him. 13 points and huge rebounds, 13 of those rebounds as well. He was huge. I loved his energy from the start of the game, really imposed himself, but big rebounds at critical times.
Well, it was, and 6 of them at the offensive end, and honourable mention to Andrew Lawrence, who had 11 assists to go with his 15 points. Probably not his best shooting night of the game this season, but they've got the win, and that is the important thing as far as Surrey are concerned. They put a big gap between them and Manchester in 9th, and now they can start thinking about, can we catch Bristol, can we catch Sheffield, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you know, that's a lovely shot by Justin Robinson and his son. But I feel like you're right, and they've been playing some really good basketball. Obviously, they lost against Caledonia on Thursday, but prior to that, some really good wins for them. And there's some lovely shots. I just think it's more than basketball. It's good to have your family and for the kids to see you play. That's Teo's son. So good job for the Scorchers. Figured out.
Well, let's have a look at the numbers from this contest. Well, the rebounding was key all the way through, and Manchester ended up winning that battle. But their shooting numbers, well, it's one of those, you sort of look at it and you go, we shot the ball better than them, we out-rebounded them, but the one number that matters is the number at the top, 89-85.
Well, and a big number there, 17 turnovers is huge to 13 of Surrey Scorchers. And just also the three-point shot, not too bad, 31%, I like it to be a little bit higher. But for me, it was tough. Surrey managed to get, you know, some really good plays down the stretch and a win. This is huge for Surrey.
It's the volume, isn't it? 14 made threes, 21 made free throws. That's the key. That's how they got themselves over the line. So a reminder of the results so far. Caledonia beating Surrey on Thursday night. A couple of games last night. A away win for Newcastle, a home win for Leicester. Surrey with the victory here tonight. At 8 o'clock, we will have the Bristol Flyers against the London Lions, and then we've another doubleheader for you tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's the Plymouth City Patriots against the Leicester Riders, and at 6, it'll be the Cheshire Phoenix against the Caledonia Gladiators on that one. This is what it means for Surrey. 4-game advantage over the Manchester Giants, and they take a 2-1 lead in the head-to-head as well. That is a massive cushion for them with 9 games to go.
Yeah, and they can keep building on this confidence. I think you're right. That's a massive win here, especially at home, and they're about to go on this long road trip on the road.
Well, it is important for them, and Jameson was excellent tonight, and it's all smiles at the Surrey Sports Park. So that's the first of our double header down. We've got another game coming up later tonight. Bristol, they're always tough to beat in their own building, taking on the league leaders, the London Lions, who could win the league title this weekend.
They could. And I think Bristol is going to make it a very hard job. But for me today, fantastic job by Surrey Scorchers.
Certainly was. Join us at 8 o'clock for this game, Bristol Flyers against the London Lions. But for now, goodbye.